I think this is episode 5. Meri, I think it's Meri. I'm hoping it's Meri's retribution.
I like when she says, "Peace out, bitches."
I live in a townhouse.
Yeah.
Well, my neighbor wants to move. And I just think it would be really great if you wanted to move in on the other half of my townhouse.
Kody would shit himself if she did that.
Oh my God, I wish Janelle just would do it.
Just to piss Kody off.
Not to put, no, because like, it's like, they're like friends. And like, they've had a mutual experience of a mutual shitty experience and they bonded over it. And it's good to be near family. And it is her wife. They're not like conjugal, but like they've operated as a family for so long. Mm-hmm. It's sad that Christine isn't there that often. So I actually think it would be awesome.
So you have a more elevated reason for her to move.
I think it'd be super healthy. You disagree?
I think it would. I agree with everything you're saying. I would just like it for a more, because I think it would piss Kody off.
No, I don't think he's talked to you, right, Savannah? No, he hasn't spoken to me since my birthday.
Since your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Why are they still living here? Why? Why stay in this? Oh my God.
I think that she is so mad for Janelle because, again, she is like, it's like a different relationship. You know, like Savannah is also her daughter.
Yeah.
And so, like, she is protective of Savannah, but she's also protective of Janelle and being treated like this. And she, like, I feel like she's getting, like, very emotional, like, and reliving anger because it's so messy with all these people involved.
Yeah, and she's done it. So I think she probably recognizes that it's doable, whereas Janelle's in the place where she's thinking, like, it's an insurmountable challenge to get out of this relationship.
I haven't had the emotional fortitude to be able to reach out, not even knowing what to do or say. And the phone goes both ways. The kids can always call me. You know, I'll reach out to Savannah and I'll bring her Christmas. It'll be late, but eventually that'll happen.
That is like the most embarrassing response from a father. I don't have the emotional fortitude. The phone goes both ways. I don't know what to say. I'll bring her Christmas eventually. Father of the Year.
I think he's just in a hard spot. I don't know what to do, and I'm sorry.
I mean, this goes back to, like, just men being annoying in general. Like, he probably had all his wives always are buying the gifts. Mm-hmm. And Robyn, of course, didn't buy Savannah a gift because that's not her daughter. Mm-hmm. But, like, Robyn, you say it's your daughter. You didn't buy Savannah a Christmas gift?
I'm so frustrated and so mad. I don't care if he's mad. When you're a dad, you're a dad. And you step up.
No one likes this take on it, but I do think that it's a mistake that Janelle has waited, let's just call it, 20 days now, middle of January, since Christmas, and let's call it a month and a half since Kody last talked to Savannah. I think that Janelle should have also reached out to him and said, what the hell are you doing? I recognize that it's not her responsibility to manage the relationship between Kody and his daughter, but I also think that there's a part of her that is comfortable saying, sorry, Savannah, your dad's a dickhead. Mm-hmm. You're going to be mad at your dad. I'm on your... Like, she's allowing his emotions to split the family, and I think that if she really thought about what's in the best interest of Savannah, it would be for her to help nudge Kody along so that she would get treated fairly. Because what's going to happen is she's going to get divorced, they're going to break up, but Savannah will feel like, I wasn't that important to my dad, and that will be devastating for her and her self-esteem moving forward, right? The way that she sees herself in the world gets impacted by how you're treated, by how she's treated by her father. And I think Janelle could have intervened. Not her responsibility, certainly Kody's responsibility, but she could have intervened.
And then Isabel and Truly and McKelty came over.
Oh, did they? Didn't even know Isabel was in town.
Yeah, there's not a lot of communication.
Isn't Robyn capable of communicating with Meri?
No, she takes no accountability.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how little accountability Robyn takes in this whole thing.
Like, I'm trying to understand why with Christine leaving. I'm trying to understand why with the decisions that were made through COVID. Like, I don't know. Like, tell me. I've only been here for part of it.
Is Robyn not so hard to listen to? Like, she's so phony. Mm-hmm. She intentionally said that to Meri to hurt her. Mm-hmm. And then said, well, I'm not in charge. Mm-hmm. I feel like she throws daggers. Mm-hmm. And smoke screens, and then it's just like removes herself from accountability. Mm-hmm. It's so annoying. Like, I've only been part of it. I'm like, okay, like, you didn't know anything after 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, I have historically, I have championed the view that Robyn is, socially inept and therefore doesn't understand what she's doing. I think that she is exceptionally deferential to Kody. I think she struggles to think on her own. I think she has, an inability to understand the big picture. Like, I think all of those things are true. And but even I hear that and think, man, that was pretty darn manipulative. Like, that was pretty darn hurtful. How do you go through that entire Christmas and you don't ask Kody, did you tell Meri? What about Meri? I wonder how this is impacting Meri. You couldn't call Meri. You couldn't, like, the idea that she was like truly in the dark and had zero curiosity is ridiculous.
It's a lie. Right? It's a lie. I feel like she just like likes to see people suffer.
My children feel like there was so much favoritism and so much inequality in time and resources towards Robyn, and I was always fine with it. I was really fine.
The question is why, if I were Janelle's therapist, I would be trying to figure out why was Janelle okay with it? Why is it fine for her and her kids to get less attention? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Is she trying to prove something to Kody that she's strong and independent, or prove that to herself, or does she not feel like she's valuable enough to warrant all of the, the same level of attention? You know what I mean? Like, there's something going on there that she's like, that she was okay with it. Mm-hmm. But the social media thing is that I think for a lot of these women, maybe all of them, they had one view of the world and their place in it and their role in it. And all of a sudden you get all of these opportunities. You get all of this attention. You get all of this love from the fans. And then I wonder if they're like, hey, I'm not putting up with this loser. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't need to.
I stayed at her house like 25 days out of the month. She quit complaining. But it was like literally the other wives got 1 day, 2 days out of a month. It was ridiculous.
Is he stupid? I mean, like if you're testing, I mean, people just want equity. We don't have to test would equity work by being unfair to the other three wives. That's not a good experiment. You know what I'm saying? I was monogamous with Christine and she was happy. Isn't that ridiculous? Well, no.
Robyn gave me an office space and a space for my car. If I was in the garage or if I was working in the office, I wasn't with Robyn. But it's somehow in their heads, they've created this world.
These crazy women were thinking I was with her, but I was just at her house.
I feel like he is gaslighting. Because he like does these weird games to make them feel crazy,
but here's the thing. The question for you, maybe he is. Does he know what he's doing? Do you think that he thinks?
No,
I'm purposely driving them crazy.
No, I don't think he is trying to. But he's not purposely driving them crazy. But what's the term for getting what you want and doing a smoke screen? Because that's what he's doing. He's trying to tell the audience, like, they had it all even. I mean, I spent most of my time in Robyn's house, and they all saw that, but I wasn't actually with Robyn.
Like, I was at Robyn's house, but I was, like, looking at my laptop, so, like, it doesn't count.
Or in the garage.
Or it could have been in the garage.
But...
Because his laptop doesn't go...
What's the term?
Hold on, you can't move your laptop from one house to the other. It's got to be right there, and you can't...
When you're in the same cul-de-sac... Like, it just was so hard.
Well, it was really like he had a separate office building. I bet you they never talked when they were in that house with Robyn. He was probably just
he had his own kitchen in there? He made his own sandwiches. But like, what's the term? Because
what's the term for being being in such denial of reality that you believe it?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's just trying to justify his nonsense.
He's not trying to make people go crazy, but he is trying to he's trying to hoodwink the audience into thinking that what he did was right.
You're not doing a good job.
Yeah, he is failing miserably.
And we want to use it. We need a new term that's like gaslight, but it's really like your smoke signals are going the wrong.
He's manipulating. He can manipulate it and not. You're
manipulative. You're manipulative, Kody.
But there's a flavor of I'm trying to think of a better word besides dumb that tracks it. But like the manipulation is so transparent. Do you know what I mean? It's not very effective.
I don't find him to be high intelligence. Do you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. I feel like that's I shouldn't do like character assassinations.
Okay.
But it's hard to watch and not think like, man, who are you trying to fool?
You're not fooling us.
Stupid or liar. It's more either he's stupid or he's a straight liar.
Liar.
I always thought that she would eventually open herself to a relationship with me, figure that stuff out.
Meri is probably just thinking, oh my God, how'd I get stuck with this one? Right? Because Meri knows she's full of shit.
Well, Meri for sure knows.
Totally been mistreated, and Mary's like, oh my God, I picked the wrong team. I'm stuck with this one.
Of just having a great relationship.
Whoa. That's a real tear. That's the first. She's got actual tears going.
I just don't know how to come to terms with the heartbreak of it.
But I want you to know, I would have rejected her friendship anyway, to be completely honest with you. If Robyn approached me and wanted to be friends, I would have not been friends still, because I couldn't trust her.
I love the honest Christine. Well, she's always been pretty honest, right?
But, like, why didn't she trust her?
Because Robyn was lying. Robyn's saying, he's not at our house. This is totally fair. I don't get it. She does this whole thing. She can't. The two of them, Kody and Robyn, they're either super dense and unaware and self-interested, or at some point we have to go, and maybe I have to make this adjustment, or we go, they're both manipulative and selfish and don't care about anybody else. And I think Christine's looking at her going, you're telling me you care about me, but you're allowing the mistreatment of me. Mm-hmm. I don't trust you.
I don't understand either.
I want answers. I want to understand. I want to get it. But unless there's a deal breaker going on, like a real.
Aren't they bored by this conversation yet?
I know, it would be exhausting. The two of them have had this conversation repeatedly.
I think we've seen you have it a lot of times, and we are also bored by this conversation.
Robyn's always walking around. I'm so confused. Like I can't figure. I don't understand.
You just want to be on a porch. You're on a porch.
It's by yourself.
Only if both parties want to. Yeah, I guess.
I wish I could ask Christine and Kody, but they're very skewed in the way that they're thinking right now.
Unlike Robyn, who is just the plumb line for truth.
I don't know why.
I don't get it.
He never spent time at my house.
We just had the holidays, and there wasn't a lot of interaction. There was some, but it wasn't that family experience.
The text message was, Robyn wanted everyone at her house, but she didn't want the boys to come over if they were going to fight with Kody. And so Robyn drew the line in the sand. So now she's acting like she didn't. Mm-hmm. And they had no other choice because of the line she drew.
I couldn't track that.
Yeah, it was something with what Christine was saying is that and then she said, I just didn't want the boys over to have a fight at Christmas. Mm-hmm. Well, you got what you wanted.
Right. What you asked for. Yeah.
That's what you wanted. Okay.
It's not like I'm
move away from there. I'm just going to spend more concentrated time being able to work the businesses together.
I was hoping she was saying
I
that.
feel like I was fooled. That last trailer was so good. Peace out, bitches. I'm leaving.
Sayonara,
leaving.
bitches.
Yeah, she's vacating the relationship just like he's vacated it, but it's not like a clear departure.
I wish she said sayonara, bitches to Robyn and
I know.
Kody.
That's
Dang it.
That's underwhelming end, I think.
TLC.
That episode was underwhelming.
Is that,
wasn't it?
it's over?
That's it.